This is more than a moment. It's a message. I see the world through a window wide, every story breathing on the other side. Unheard voices waiting on the light. I let them shine, I let them rise. Every step got meaning, every word got soul. I don't rush the truth, I let it unfold. What's lived, what's felt, what's deep inside, I give it space, I give it life. You've been searching for a place to be seen. If your story's bigger than the surface, scream. I'm opening my mind, opening my heart, opening my spirit from the very start. Every story matters, every voice is right. Opinionated Productions, we bring stories to life. I capture moments they don't slow down for. The beauty in the cracks, the truth in the core. No filters on the feeling, no silence on pain. If it's real, I let it remain. From the quiet rooms to the city streets, every human rhythm got a story to speak. I don't just show it, I honor the sound. What's lived in the dark gets lifted now. Opening my thoughts, let the vision grow. Opening my heart, let the whole world know. Spirit in motion, truth in the light. Opinionated Productions, we bring stories to life. This is for the ones who felt invisible, for the moments that felt unforgettable. If you lived it, if you knew it was real, you belong here. I'm Miss Open, open in mind, open in heart, open in spirit. Welcome to Opinionated Productions.
Welcome to Opinionated Productions. I am your host, Miss Open, and I'm open in mind, heart, and spirit. So anytime I'm here, come in. I'm open. How y'all doing tonight? How are y'all doing tonight? Thank you for being here, Mel. I appreciate you. How y'all been doing? We are here for the open love discussion. Yes, the old segment. And tonight, the topic is the dangers of. I had a story. As you all know, I used to be Opinionated News, so I do still cover some news around here. Now, this news story is sort of old. It's about 2 months old because Ms. Open had been living her life, and y'all know my ghetto life. So, but I have a story about a young lady here in Detroit. Was talking to a guy that she met on Facebook dating. Went on a couple of dates in the atmosphere, maybe, and it went well. Maybe a couple of days later, was the third or fourth. Y'all excuse the noise, noodles in the kitchen making noise, y'all. I'm sorry. But she went on a date with a guy. 3-4 times, and I want to say the fourth time he invited me over to his home, and it didn't go so well. And so I have two. What's going on? I'm buffering. Y'all bear with me. I'm on my left hand. Ghetto streaming. I don't know why it's keep buffering on me and I'm disappearing, but we're gonna make it through the best way we can. Okay. And you all be sure to like and like the live tonight if you're interested in who I am and what I do. Don't know if it's me. Yeah, I know I'm breaking up. That's what I just said, Mel. It's me. It's not just you. I see myself circling because I'm on my webcam and my laptop again. Because, you know, StreamYard, because I do have an open link tonight. And StreamYard been acting funny on the iPhones. So we're going to have to struggle stream until I can figure out why my laptop does this, you all. I have no idea what be going on, why it be doing this. But we're going to pray that the connection can stay stable so I can get through a little bit of my commentary. Once I show my news clips, talk about it a little bit, I will be dropping my link. Tonight is an open table, but we'll be able to open up if you have any experiences about online dating. Now, before I get deep into and I stop buffering, give me 1 second. Y'all, I apologize. Y'all know as soon as I go live, Noodles wants to start moving through the house. Doing stuff. You do that, you know, I'm not fighting looking on my live stream. I apologize, y'all. Noodles having a moment, but we're gonna get back to it. But like I said about dating on, personally have never dated online. In my opinion, as you are here, opinion prediction, those that seek online dating as main source, physical disability, mental ailment, social anxiety, you know, introverted, things like that. Hello, Dark Crypto. How are you doing? Welcome. And what you almost free from. But in my opinion, like I said, those operate online dating as their main source. Something normally wrong with them. Now, I'm going to show you a clip of the young lady. I'm going to start with, hello, how you doing? Hey, twin. Start with the clip. And now to where they just brought down the gentleman, but I gotta keep bugging. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have to get this all figured out. But the young lady sat down with Channel 7 News here in Detroit and told a version of her story. So if my connection will act right, I am gonna play my first clip from Fox 2 Detroit, courtesy of Fox 2 Detroit. It's only a 2-minute news clipping that I want to show you all real quick. And then I'll be right back with more commentary and we'll show the next part.
And counting. Fox News' Jessica Dupnack is live now with one woman's terrifying story. Jessica.
Well, the suspect here is being held on a $1 million bond. And Roop, you know they don't hand those out easy anymore. Police say that speaks to how dangerous this guy is. Now, let's put a face to the story here. Let's take a look at a picture of 31-year-old Daniel Sandridge Jones from Detroit. He's charged in connection to assaulting at least 3 women. And the common thread is that he met them on Facebook dating. At first, we're told he seemed normal, but after a couple of dates, the women describe him as snapping. Then he allegedly attacked. All of the crimes apparently happened at Sandridge Jones' East Side Detroit home. He threw a brick at one woman's face and then at her car, choked and beat another woman, allegedly. And in the case of 27-year-old Jakayla Archie, he stabbed her multiple times in the neck and made her drive around at knife point throughout the city of Detroit. She had no idea what his plans with her were.
I definitely thought I wasn't going to survive, like, at all. I never thought I was ever going to make it out of there. It was to the point where I started praying and things of that nature. And when he found out that I was praying, and when he heard me whisper God, he was like, you believe in God? You believe in God? I knew that he had did this to multiple women prior. I just had a feeling like you had to do this before because he was too comfortable.
Yeah, Jakayla said at first, though, everything seemed normal. It seemed like casual dating. Now, she was able to escape last month when this all happened. After several hours, they went back to his East Side Detroit home. She said he got distracted by a phone call. She was able to grab her keys and get out of there, but she sincerely was not sure that she'd make it out alive. Now, we did talk to Detroit police about this case. They are investigating. They had a lot to say, including the possibility of more victims. We'll get into that later on The Edge at 11. For now, live in downtown Detroit.
Y'all pray. Y'all pray for me. My laptop going slow and it's doing crazy work. We gonna work through it. Well, in the next clip that I'm gonna show, she sat down and went more in detail with Channel 7 about her experience. But before I go on, she was only 27. He's 31. And to me, he was a handsome looking guy. Looked normal to me as well. And so we'll be fooled by the exterior of someone, not knowing their intentions, their interior. And so you have to be careful when we out here online dating, y'all. But I'm going to show the next clip before I start breaking up again. As she sat down, it was only a 1 minute, 40-second clip that she sat down with Channel 7 and told her story.
Dating app dangers.
She was held captive, stabbed in the throat, and forced to drive her alleged attacker through the streets of Detroit until she found a split second to run.
But the horror doesn't end with her. Investigators say this man has 2 other victims.
7 News Detroit reporter Ruta Alsanaida sat down with Jakayla, who's now exposing a terrifying pattern and showing us the scars she wants no other women to bear.
I just really was thinking, like, that I'm glad that I made it out alive, because my mother, you know, what he would have did with my body if I didn't make it out that night.
27-year-old Jakayla Archie says it was one of the darkest days of her life.
And it was just so scary for me. And then I felt like I was just alone.
Last year around the holidays, Archie decided to give Facebook dating a try and match with 31-year-old Detroit resident Danielle Darren Sandridge Jones. After chatting online for about a month, she says they started going out and met up a few times at his home on Elmdale Street in Detroit.
Listen to music, watch movies and stuff like that, just casual dating.
Then last month they met up again, but she says this time Sandridge Jones was irate for reasons unknown to her.
That's when he ran and he went to go get the knife, and he stabbed me in my throat, and he cut me, and then he told me, like, I'll kill you.
The Wayne County Prosecutor's Office says Archie was stabbed multiple times and then was allegedly forced to drive the suspect.
I didn't finish recording. I just wanted to get the clip of her little piece saying that. But hey, Black Diamond, welcome. Welcome. So basically the way her story went, she met the guy. They go out a few times. He invite her back to her home, or his home. They're chilling. Everything's going good. But out of nowhere, he gets violent with her. Not only does he get violent with her, he forces her into her own car and makes him drive him around wherever. Somehow he forces her back in his home. And she did make an escape. But we have to think about the many of women and some men that don't make it out. You know, and it's sort of sad that this happened to her. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, he seemed like a cute, handsome, normal guy. But she was not his first victim. She was just the first victim to step up and make it be known. Now, to me, because I am dating again, you know, I don't feel comfortable going to the man's home. You can come to mine. I feel more comfortable with the guy coming to my comfort zone than me going to their comfort zone. I'll go to the mall with you. I'll go to the movies, the casino, there, out on the town, wherever. But until I am 100% comfortable in knowing your triggers, knowing your likes and dislikes, knowing a little more deeper into you, I'm not coming to your house. And it's not based on, it is based on myself. Like, I don't trust either one. Yeah, I'm sorry about my buffering. I don't want to have to go on this phone. I'm about to get ready to drop my link. Let me go ahead and tonight. If anyone want to chime in on the conversation or talk about their experience with online dating, the link will be in the chat. I will try to pin it, and I got to do that from my phone because for some reason I can't do it on StreamYard. But getting back to what I was saying, not only yeah, I see when I'm buffering, so I won't be talking when I'm buffering. I don't know on Facebook dating. Now, I've never been on Facebook dating, but I have dated guys through Facebook. Being that I am here in Detroit, single, but luckily this group has meet and greets, and they have picnics, and you know they have out of the country trips, in the states trips, all types of stuff. It's an active group, but by me being in that group, you know, my internet get on my nerves. Pray for me. And make sense. And guys would come into my inbox. And I would filter out the guys from my inbox. Of course, I'll go to their Facebook page and see, oh no, you was in a relationship 3 months ago. Can't talk to you. Oh, you got 6 kids. I can't talk to you. So I would filter out the guys that I thought I could probably go on a date with. And so, but I more so, that's the closest I've ever came to online dating, which is still scary. You never know who's creeping into your inbox. You know what I'm saying? You never know what the intentions behind anyone is when they meet you. You may know their intentions, but you never know their intentions. And so when y'all on Plenty of Fish, Tinder, Backpage, whatever they got out, blackpeoplemeet.com, do your research. We have so many ways now where we can check public records. We got to Google these people. But I prefer to meet my people in the flesh, at the grocery store, at the mall, at church, at the library, walking down the street. And so and then from there, I still like to go on public settings. Like, we got to go on some public settings before I go to your house. And not being funny, you got to come to my house before I even go to yours. Like, I'm not, because I know what I got in here and I know what I can do up in here. I know how to protect myself, and you're on my property. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to your property where it can be a setup. You know what I'm saying? You could have 3-4 guys hiding in there waiting to attack me when I get in. First of all, my main reason for not wanting to go to a guy's house, it might not be clean. And this is even after I've known you for a while. I still be skeptical, and I know you're a good person, and I can see your character. I'm still skeptical to go to a man's home due to the cleanliness, due to any extra women you may be encountering, and who else is coming over there. Like, because we never know where things could go. But I do feel sorry for Jacayla that she had to experience that. And they are holding the guy. Let me make sure I got his name right, y'all. Because he had a long behind name. I don't want to be out here talking about who they holding. Oh, his name was Daniel Sanders Jones. They're holding him on a $1 million bond. Now, this was in February. The incident happened in January. In February, it hit the news. I guess she made her report and everything hit the news. And that's when he was locked up, in February. And so I doubt he's out. I doubt anybody got $100,000, or is that 100,000, 10%, whatever, to get him out of there on that $1 million bond. And I think he should be held there because you're obviously a danger to society. You're a danger to yourself and, just everybody around you. And so, not sure. I'm going to try to keep up with the, because I still do news. So I do want to try to keep up with the story to see what happens with him. But normally when a case like this, I can't never dig up any more information. But hopefully something else comes along, and hopefully he stays, gets charged. Because as you see, she had things on, he cut her neck up, basically kidnapped her because he put her in her own car and had her driving him around. But she's better than me, because once I would have got in my car, in my possession, I'm not driving where you tell me to drive. He must have had a pow to her head or something, even though I don't believe so. But unless you got a pow to my head, that's the only way. I don't care about that stick. I probably would have tried to hurt me and him. We both I'm gonna get in an accident. I would have did something. So I'm not going back to your house, sir. You're not about to, you gonna get up out of here today. I would have been texting my friend on the sideline, girl, we riding down Southfield Freeway. Somebody called the police. My tag number EJ7692. Like, there's no way you're gonna do whatever you did to me in your home. Put me in your car and then proceed to do whatever you got to do around the town and take me back to your house and hurt me some more. Even though, like we say, I'm saying I wouldn't do that, but you never know until you're in that situation. Of course, your adrenaline rushing, all types of things can happen. But at the end of the day, I would have fought while I was free. While I'm outside in the freedom and it's in the public, I would have been screaming, hitting people. I would have literally probably got in an accident on purpose just so we can stop. Police can get called, and he probably would have been ran by then. You know what I'm saying? I would have wrecked my car. I ain't gonna lie. But thank y'all for stopping in. I am Miss Open here at Opinionated Productions, where we bring stories to life. And remember, I am open in mind, heart, and spirit. So anytime I'm here, come on in. Y'all be sure to like the live tonight. We're not gonna be here for a long time, just a short time, because I am trying to get back in this algorithm, y'all. But life be lifing. And of course, while we're talking about dating, y'all know Miss Open been dating. I'm supposed to be in a relationship. But if y'all didn't see my live the other day where I said I needed help, I put it on private because I do need help. But I ended up private in that live. But I'm trying to balance my own dating life. Now, it's still dangerous in dating, period, not even just online. Like, meeting someone new is always tricky. Now, granted, the guy that I am supposed to be dating, I've dated before. But I'm going to have to slow things down because, I'm finding out that I'm not as interested. I was more interested in the thought of me trying to have a relationship than I was interested in who he is as a person and how I can gel with him going forward. But y'all, Miss Open don't know how to tell him that that's how I feel. And so right now I'm in limbo, And I don't like that for me. And I don't like that for him because I'm not trying to play on anybody's feelings or intentions of anything. And he is a great guy, you know. He actually planned us a date for this Saturday. I'm going to go on that date. And maybe that's when I'll be able to express how I really feel. Because I don't know if y'all ever met a guy and then you get the phone conversation. The phone conversation is on point. Everything sounding good, going good. You know, y'all finessing each other, whatever. You're showing your representative of yourself. But then when you get around the person, the energy shifts. And that's what I have felt with the guy that I am seeing now. I felt the energy shift in the presence. I was okay with the phone conversation. I was okay, you know, with the, hey, what's going on? Hello, Maia. How are you? But at the end of the day, I am not, because I actually right before this live, that's why I was a few minutes late. My best friend called me. We normally talk on Mondays. I don't think I talked to her in a couple of days, but when she called me, I was expressing this to her. And in me expressing this to her, she basically was telling me I was crazy. And basically she was telling me I was crazy. Like, girl, he's doing XYZ. This is what you say you want. So why not take it? But I can't take something from someone that I'm just not feeling. I don't know if y'all ever been in that situation where a guy could be doing everything that you do like, but maybe you're not physically attracted to him. Maybe, you know, I'm a Virgo, so I get turned off easily. You can sneeze out this nostril, and I thought you should have sneezed out of that one, and I'm out of here. You say, are you finding things to dislike, Black Diamond? I believe so. And I think it was Deacon in my live that day when I said I needed help that was telling me, or maybe it was the day before when I went live, not to sabotage anything. And I believe I am self-sabotaging subconsciously, but consciously as well. You know, and I don't know what to do because like he's a good guy, but you know, I've had several great guys. They just were not good for me. You know what I'm saying? But I think for me, it's more of this is how I work. I got to be attracted to your physical. You have to stimulate my mental, and then I can see where it goes from there. I have not yet been mentally stimulated from him. You know, his physical is nothing to what I am used to. He is not a guy that I would pick out and choose and be like, oh, you so fine, I want you. Where he's not an ugly guy. He has his own special, you know, unique cuteness about himself. But I'm not as interested as I thought I was. I think I was hyped with the idea of me possibly being in a relationship again versus the idea of who I'm choosing to be in a relationship with. And so I had to retract myself and be like, you know what, sis? You've been single 7 years. 7 months won't hurt. You know, 7 weeks, 7 months. I ain't going 7 more years now. Hell no, that's going to hurt. Because in 7 years, sis will be almost 50. And you know, the dating pool dries all the way up by the time you get 50, honey. And I don't want, like, but I do not choose to settle for anything. Like, I want what I want. I like what I like. And I don't think I should have to settle for anything less. And I don't know if that's me being, you know, self-critical or whatever, but I'm not going to settle. I'm not settling. Y'all know who I like. Y'all know who I want. But that's toxic behavior because we've been on this roller coaster ride for 7 years. And that's what my friend was telling me, you know, because she's my best friend of 24 years. So she knows she was there 7 years ago. She's there today. She's like, you continue to let this guy come in and out your life at his leisure, not even your leisure. And then, you know, he disappeared and then he comes back like nothing ever happened and you just allow it. But to me, it's just natural. I don't know. But then she's like, you got this guy that's willing to basically eat off the ground that you walk on, lay out red carpets and all of that, but you don't want it. Y'all, is that some bipolar delusional shit? I don't know. Let me see what y'all say. You Mel, you agreeing with Black Diamond? Y'all think I'm finding things to dislike? I'm trying to be honest, twin. Yes, like I'm not attracted. Like I was attracted on the phone for a minute because he was talking to talk. Like, oh, that sounds good, y'all. Oh, y'all. He got me drinking. Y'all know Miss Open don't drink. Now I'm out here drinking wine on a Thursday. Got me drinking. Then sent me back to the alcohol. Nah, ain't no alcohol, y'all. Let me quit. But in order for me to, I can pass the physical because he's not an ugly guy, just not my type that I would choose. I can get past that. But you ain't stimulated my mental. I'm a sapiosexual. Like, you got to tell me some intelligent shit and it sounds freaky to me. And then I'm all in. And so I definitely like, I like for my mind to be stimulated. And I promise you, like, there's no way that Miss Kitty can purr if you haven't stimulated that little piece of something in my mind. That's your problem too? You say that's the problem. What's the problem, Black Diamond? I am not attracted to the physical the way I should be. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but I say all this to say is that it's Lee and me, because I was thinking, you say I did that shit for 10 years, you have to stop all access. Okay. And that's my whole thing. Like, I was talking to my sister, because she was in a similar situation 25 years ago. She's been married for 15 years now. But the guy she chose is the guy basically in this situation is the guy that I'm not interested in, type of thing. Like, she chose her provisions over her pleasure, if that makes sense. I don't want to say, I want my provisions, I want my pleasure, I want my protection. And in return, I'm going to provide you your fun. I'm going to feed the fuck out you. I'm going to love on you. Like, it's going to be a mutual thing, but I want it from someone that I want it from. And I don't think I'm asking for too much, but my best friend making me feel bad because I have a type, but I do know my type don't work for me because my type is normally fine as fuck and they for everybody. And y'all know in Detroit, these dudes is for everybody. But then again, I think I like a challenge. Learning, like, I don't know, dating is crazy. Hey, Warrior. Girl, we was talking about online dating and the dangers of it. I played a couple of clips of this young lady named Jakayla here in Detroit. Went on a guy with named Daniil. He was 31. She was 27. He ended up, they talked for a couple of minutes. They met on Facebook dating online. But maybe date number 3 or 4, she went to his house and almost didn't make it out, but she did survive. So you might want to catch the beginning of this. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. There might be an important message. Nope, just emails. We'll see what's going on. And from there now, Warrior, now we back on Miss Open and her dangers of dating Miss Open. The dangers of dating Miss Open. Like, she can have 1 foot in and 1 foot. That's where I am now. I'm like 1 foot in and 1 foot out. But like, I'm gonna go on my date Saturday. And see, I like guys that listen to me. So I told this particular guy 2 weeks ago when he said, hey, we're gonna go out this weekend coming up. I was like, hey, Mike Epps comedy tour is gonna be here. Maybe you should score tickets for that. Or, take me to a comedy show, do something that I want to do. And so I was just giving him some ideas. Well, he calls today. Hey, I got us some tickets for the Set It Off play. Well, I remember clearly telling him in a conversation that I had already went to the Set It Off play in 2018 with my ex-boyfriend or whatever. And the Set It Off play, granted, is going to be the same stuff. It's different characters, but he didn't listen. So you went ahead and got these tickets. So now I have to go to a play that I've already seen, with someone that I'm not sure I'm all the way interested in anymore, and be quiet because it's a play. I wanted to go to the comedy show, y'all. I'm really upset, and I don't know how to tell him that I'm really upset, but I'm gonna go on this date. I'm gonna just go because I have to. This is my way to tell the truth, as Twin told me to do. You say you desire a relationship with the other guy that continues to not give you what you want, or yes, ain't that some psychotic shit, Black Diamond? That is some psychedelic shit. Like, and not because when we are together, I get the things that I want and I deserve. It's just we are the same people where we're not communicators effectively, and we fall off. But that's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? And I want a healthy relationship. But y'all, I'm gonna continue to tell y'all, if y'all got somebody, make it work. Don't come out here in these single streets. Ain't nothing out here, y'all. It's crazy. And definitely the older we get. Like, not being funny, at 10 years ago, I'll say, when I was probably 32, I would be having both of them and having my cake and eating it too. But I'm grown and I'm not playing the field. I'm not about to hurt anyone. I don't want anyone to hurt me because I wouldn't want anybody to do that to me. So I have to be honest. And even if I'm still alone after this, if the guy that I want don't choose me, I'm gonna be okay. But I can't settle for something because it seems good on the outside. But like, I can see me being with this guy. I can choose him. And I feel like this guy will allow me to be the lead. I will be able to run over him. And that's not healthy. Like, I don't want a guy that I can push over. I want a guy that's gonna, stand firm and be like, you ain't gonna treat me, that can handle me. And I don't think he'll be able to handle me. He's, more quiet. And y'all know I'm loud and outspoken. And granted, sometimes the opposites attract, but to me, I like things that are like me. I don't like the opposites. I find flaws in the opposites attracting. I like someone that likes to do the things I do, that's, has a similar mentality to I have the values that I carry. So, I would have told him as soon as he said that he had those tickets, girl. And see, at the end of the day, when he told me he had the tickets, the phone conversation ended after that because he just be getting off work and stuff. So he said he was going to take a shower, take his little nap, do whatever it is he do at his own home. But, and he'll call me later. But I have to, but I did let him know that, hey, I've been there before. I've been to this thing, but he would know that. So obviously you're not listening to me when we hold these conversations, because I know 100%. I said, I have been to that Set It Off stage play. I said, me and my ex had a Set It Off date that day. We went to the gun range and fired off. We went on a nice brunch somewhere. Then we went to the Set It Off play. And then we went home and set it off. You know what I'm saying? So I know I told him that situation, but yet you didn't listen. And because I'm quite sure there's other things going on here in Detroit besides the Set It Off play and the comedy tour. And I don't care about going to none of that stuff, to be honest. If I like you, we can just take a walk at the park and eat some ice cream and, do something simple. Like, because to me, it's not about the dollar value. I'm not motivated by money. I am more so motivated. Like, I'm motivated by the mind. The mind is intriguing to me, and I need that mind. And to me, there's no substance. He doesn't have substance. He's where he said, my girlfriend and her husband tricked me into going to see Cat Williams at the end of April with my ex-husband. He buying the tickets, and he told me I better not back out. You gotta go, warrior. If I gotta go see Set It Off, you going to see Cat Williams. Now, I went to go see Cat Williams. He came here maybe in 2022, 21 or 22. But it was a bad experience because I'm not sure if it was the Fisher Theater, whatever theater it was, had an oil leak or a gas leak or something. right around the time the show was supposed to start. So they had to, shut it down for like an hour or two. And it's in the middle of the cold time. So we all standing out there cold. It's drizzling, snow and shit. And then when we do get in, I'm not sure who headlined. I think it was Mark Curry that headlined. And so by the time Cat Williams got there, the end of the show or whatever, everybody was tired. We was not that, like, I didn't enjoy the Cat Williams experience. Because it was too many. I think he had like 5 acts before he even came out. Oh, okay, you've been wanting to see him. Okay. Well, hang out. Who knows? Ex-husband may rekindle and you might be in a relationship after you go see Cat Williams and laugh your butt off. Who knows? I'm open to everything and see. And even though, like I say, I'm open to everything, but once I'm not interested, I can't find interest. I'm really trying. Let me quit lying. I ain't gonna say I'm really trying. I gotta stop lying, y'all. But I just gotta find a way to be honest. Because like when I met him 4 years ago and he didn't have his shit together, I told him, hey, get your shit together and I'll holler. And he got his shit together and he came back and spent the block. And like to my best friend, oh, that's so cute and da 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 da. But to me, it ain't as cute as I think it is. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's because I can't get somebody off of my mind or like, I don't know, y'all. But that's what happens to me normally. Life gets to going good and I'm minding my own business and I ain't got nobody. But then in 1 week I have 4 boyfriends. But when I met him, like he instantly was like, you my girl. My old lady. Like that's how you know he's from the South. And I've always said that I know my guy is a Detroit guy. I know that from my heart. He's not a Southerner guy. He's not. My guy is Detroit bred and fed. And hey, Deacon, I had just brought your name up about 10 minutes ago. Let me see who else name I need to say so they can appear. But welcome, Deacon. We was talking about dating online. We done shifted to my life and my drama and me trying to get help because I still need help, Deacon. Yeah, I'm in a bind, Nate. I'm in a bind. And if y'all can get me out the bind, it'll be great. The bind got me drinking wine. And for those that don't know, if you peeping in and you ain't been here before, I'm Miss Open and I be smoking. And definitely when my nerves get to moving, because my nerves moving now, I be smoking. So wait for it. So I'm brutally honest and don't care how they feel. That used to be me, Mel. I used to could hit you where it hurt, cut you in the jugular. But it's like once I turned 40, and I haven't dated since I was 40, except for, and I don't call how me and Mike hung out last year was dating based on I done dated you. Like Mike dated me in 2021 and 22 for sure. But so I haven't really dated since I turned 40, and I know my intentions have changed. I know the way I come at men have changed. I am more submissive than I've ever been in my life. Like I have a A-type personality, and I am more dominant. And I don't want to be dominant. I want to be submissive. I want to keep my A-type personality though, but yeah, they still hang around, girl. They'll be the ones. Y'all know how many times I done cussed a couple of these dudes out and they stay on my line like I ain't never cussed them out before. Yeah, that'd be crazy. But like the guy has done nothing to me to warrant a curse out or anything. He's actually been great to me. Brought me a package by yesterday, a nice package. Mel know what my package was. Been leaving buds in my mailbox, got a nice date planned. Even though it's not the date I want to go on, but I'm going to go and enjoy myself, of course, the best that I can. But I'm just hoping the conversation pick up. But I am going to be honest when I get there. Not when I get there, I'm going to enjoy the play, but I'm quite sure it's like, you got to feed me too. You just can't take me to the play and think that's over. So we got to go eat somewhere or something. So therefore, I'll have better conversation about it there. Well, the push. Well, hold on. I missed something. You say after the octopus, okay, the last guy. Oh, okay, he had hands like an octopus. Yeah, I don't. And that's one thing about it. Like, I'm not touchy feely. Like, physical touch is probably my third or fourth love language for one. And don't touch me. And that was a problem when I talked to him 4 years ago. Like, the first thing comes is, I want a hug. Ooh, don't say stuff like that to me. That gives me perverted creep vibes. I'm not with, oh, I want a hug. No, I want to hug who I want. If I even get to where I want to hug you or touch you, but keep your hands to yourself unless I say, I show you that I'm touchable. And I'm normally not touchable. I'm normally like, yeah, touch me and you're going to find out. You're going to catch a boa or something. But yeah, if you got octopus hands and you want to do all this to me, leave me alone. You got to stimulate that. Like, I'm really a thinker. That the truth hurts sometimes, but it gives the other person a real chance to get it right. That is true too, Black Diamond. Girl, me too, man. Like, I have that, like, every guy that I've ever encountered, whether it was a sexual encounter or just a friendly encounter or whatever, they find their way back to me. They'll find me on all these social medias, or as you see, he popped up at my house. Like, they all come back because I'm not a bad person, and I always, like, I'm normally just brutally honest. I don't know how to be brutally honest now because I unintentionally signed up for something that I thought I was ready for, and I'm ready for it, but I'm just not ready for it with him. And I just got to be honest. Yeah, you got to block them. Like, especially when you find, like, because y'all know me and all my traffic jammers, we stack right, we fine, we pretty, and so when a woman is fine like we are, they want to touch, of course, but you're not gonna be putting your hands on me. Not unless I say put your hands on me. You're on the honeymoon part of the relationship, gifts and yes, but I want a honeymoon that I want a honeymoon. But because y'all know I ain't been honeymooning, but I want a honeymoon where I'm into that person, and I'm trying, and it ain't working for me. And then I also want to say this, and this is why like when people date, they try to keep people away from their children until they know something's right. I'm totally opposite. Because how my child feels, how they interact near my child is important to me. Now, I do want to say, when he came over to Noodles was here, of course. He was just in my den area chilling. But, Noodles comes out, he speaks and da-da-da-da-da. But the next day, my baby tells me, Mama, I get a bad vibe from him. It's a vibe. And she specifically told me I did not get that type of vibe from Mr. Mike. Those are her exact words. And to me, that weighed on it too. That's a whole part where if my baby ain't feeling him, granted, she don't have to live this, relationship with me and da-da-da, but she do. Because Noodles is going to be growing up and living her own life. And I'm not letting her make a choice on who I can date and who I can't. Or whatever, but her opinion matters. And for her to say that the vibe just for her, and then she also wanted to know, she's like, Mama, like, because we talk on the ride to school. I should have recorded this conversation. I didn't hear you laughing or anything, because she know when I got company and I like that like we joking and laughing all day. She's like, it was just silent because there was no communication because he couldn't stimulate my mind. Like, any other guy I talk to, like, my stomach hurt, and that's how I wanted to be. I want to be laughing till my side hurt. I want to be smiling the whole time. And it was just like, we're sitting here watching a little clipping on TV. I was in mail chat entertaining y'all. I was in mail live entertaining y'all the whole time. Like, trying to hope that he get the hint, because I kept saying, I'm about to tell him we ain't together. I'm saying all this to him as he's sitting here, trying to help hopefully hope he gets the hint. And I don't think the hint hinted. And so since then, I've been just going with the flow, accepting the phone calls and the small little gifts or whatever. But that ain't right. That ain't right, y'all. Yeah, it was fun. We had a good ass time, Mel. Black Diamond twin, y'all. We was in there having fun that night. And B-Mo, wherever he may be tonight. But I ain't gonna call him up. He gonna come talk about me smoking. But at the end of the day, I'm just gonna try to live my best life. I'm gonna quit overthinking because that's what I am. But you say I would have cut out. I'm trying. I don't know. I'm gonna go on my date and I'm gonna be honest from there. But he think we go together and like he want to meet me. Tell me, oh, I can't wait for you to meet my mom. And I don't do well with family. I had already let him know, like I am not the girl that you want to take to meet your mama, cousin, sister, auntie. Now I have resting bitch face. I'm real open and I will say how I feel. I just normally don't do well with family that's not mine, and I barely do well with mine. Yeah, it's like, boy, you know, we Virgos, so we have like I love to laugh. Like I'm a happy person naturally. Of course, I might get mad here and there. Some shit might happen to piss me off, but I'm naturally a happy, genuine person, and I just want to laugh. I talked to him on the phone maybe an hour or so, just regular conversation. I talked to the other one on the phone a few hours. Side was her. I made him laugh the whole time. He made me laugh. Like I need something like that, even if it ain't from him. To be honest, even if it ain't from him, I need something like that. I need something where I can be intrigued. I can learn something. I can laugh. I can live. I can be honest. Because that's the whole thing. Like I was able to be honest with, y'all know who. I was able to be totally honest. Where with this guy, I'm not. So who, how they say you lie to those that you care about, and the ones you don't, you just tell the truth. For me, it's totally opposite. If I care about you, I'm going to tell you the 100% truth. If I don't really care for you like that, I might give you a little lie on accident or intention. B-Mo, every time I say somebody's name, they pop up. B-Mo, what's that going on? Where my kisses and stuff? Where my Havens open? You coming in here? Well, okay. What Deacon says, sometimes you got to lie before you can decide. See, I don't want to. That's the whole thing, though. Like, I'm not a liar at heart, for real. Like, I'm really brutally honest. And that's what's eating me up right now. I feel like I've been lying. Because I was telling Mel something the other day. She's like, you just changed your mind. I was like, no, Mel, I lied. She was cracking up. Like, and it's not that I intentionally lied. It's just, it sounded good in the moment. So I signed up. You know how, like, you see that roller coaster? And he's like, oh, that look fun. And then you go sign up and you get on it. And then when you get up there, you're like, oh, shit. Before the dip comes, like, what the fuck I signed up for? That's where I am. You listening? Okay. Hold on. My chat moved a little bit. So just tell the dude she's dating another man. I was honest with that, though. I did let him know that I talked to the other guy. He didn't really say much about it. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I just got to figure it out for me, y'all. I was about her age when my mom met her husband. I disliked that man for no reason because I was, and you was only child too, Black Diamond, right? And see, I know, like, but one thing about like Noodles ain't never been like that around. She ain't never said nothing about that. I've introduced her to at least 4 guys in her lifetime. Of course, y'all know Eddie Lee Johnson Jr. My ex Gino, and then of course Mike and him. Oh, 5 now, and Brooks. But like me, her, and Brooks went on, like she said, we went on a trip, sort of, kind of together. We dropped her off to my sister's after we got off the airplane and stuff. But she didn't have that vibe around him. Noodles likes, she really don't want me to be in a real relationship or nothing. I can tell for real because she's spoiled. But she liked Brooks and she liked Mike. But this one ain't giving her what she need. Even though as soon as he comes in, before he even speak to me, he's screaming, "Hey, Noodles," and she'll hear him from the room and say, "Hey," and all that. But you only been over here twice, but still, it's crazy, y'all. I'm not skipping your comments on purpose, Mel. I see comments. Like, okay, you say my daughter told me. Okay, I see it. My daughter told me that about my husband, and I should have listened. He was very abusive, and she was only 7. See, and that's my thing. I'm definitely gonna listen to not let her make my decision, but I'm gonna hear and take heed to what my baby feels and says. Even though in 3 years or 4 or 5 years, she gonna be on her own, living her best life, and I might still be here lonely and single. Who knows? But her, she a part of my life forever. So whoever becomes a part of my life definitely has to interact with her in some type of way. Like I always let y'all know, we don't need no stepdaddy. She's too old for that. But you're gonna have, I need a guy that is willing to offer a little advice to her here and there as she's growing up. Somebody that she feels comfortable going to if she can't come to me with something. You know what I'm saying? Oh Lord, I gotta plug up our laptop, y'all, before we die. I thought it was charging, but I ain't meaning to miss your comments, Mel. Y'all know I get to talking and then the chat just roll and I just see what I see. Okay, I like me who can make it last. I read out that. I'm be honest. I read that. Okay, I read that. Okay, I did that. Yeah, I'm catching back up, y'all. I had to find Mel comment because she hadn't cussed me out. Tell him it's just dating. It doesn't have to be a commitment. Okay, I'm gonna try that because like he signed me up to be his old lady, and I'm like, okay, but I was on the phone before we even had any real interaction. Because I've been seeing him for 4 years in the stores and stuff. And when I was seeing him in the stores, I seen him with a couple of different ladies along the way. That's what I said. I've seen you with some bad body bitches in the store. Like what you want with little old me? You like them bad built body bitches. But at the end of the day, I am gonna. You say I'm gonna try that. Yeah, you your mom only child. See, and and that's important to me. But like you said, your mama still married your stepdad because you said your mom's husband. But you didn't just like him just because you was an only child and you was used to your mama probably just, all her attention. But this live wasn't even supposed to be about me, y'all. I don't know how I went from dating online to dating because I did not meet none of these people online, but Michael a little bit in a way. But we really met at the picnics and stuff that we used to go to. Or whatever. But let me get my charger real quick, y'all. It's right here. I just got to plug it up. Give me a second. Whoop, whoop. I didn't realize it wasn't plugged up. Let's get it. Okay. I'm coming back, y'all. Y'all can see little open. Yeah, we've been for 58 minutes, 29 seconds. Y'all, for so much. But that's enough about me. But my link is, oh Lord. Uh-oh, I just got a message, y'all. Oh Lord. Okay, and I ain't gonna respond to it right now. Oh Lord. But it might be a perfect time. Like he really just texted me, so and what he put in the text message might be a perfect time for me to linger something along. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. That's what I can say. I need a guy that can be consistent. He's consistent and persistent now. I ain't gonna lie about that, but it takes a little more than consistency and consistency to get me. I need more. Be more. I know you in here listening. I'm about to fire up my cigarette. Don't come for me. You see, I'm stressed out. No, basically, I think he's feeling my disconnect. But even though he said he ain't got nothing to do with me. Oh, Lord, he calling y'all. Hold on, I'm put y'all on mute for 1 second. Okay, we probably can't talk about it no more, y'all. He might sneak in my live because I told him I was live. We're going to shh. I ain't put him on speaker. I started to, but I was just like, all I said was, I'm on live. You know, I'll talk to you in a minute. Woo, y'all. And see, I ain't used to that. Like, to be honest, granted, Mike treat me bad, but good. I'm used to that. Like, I take that where I don't really like to be bothered all day, every day, to be honest. I really don't. You know, a text message is fine, but then a text and a call, like, you need to give me a chance to respond to the text message before you done called and stuff like that is too. Yeah, I know you nosy, girl. I'm nosy. Thank you. I'm about to fire it up now, BMO. I'm about to fire it up now because they just stressed me out. But we probably gonna change the subject because I feel like somebody watching me. I don't want to break it on the YouTube channel to them. But girl, I should have let y'all hear. But that's a whole nother thing. Y'all think I talk country? So take my voice, mix it with Ken's voice, because you know Ken, because he's from down that area, and maybe mix it with another country person y'all know, and it's a mess. I thought I was country, and I found somebody with a country talk than I got. And then he tell me I'm brutal. He tell me I'm how brutal I am, y'all. I'm gonna have to let Satellite do I'm gonna reach out to Satellite see if she can make a video about that for me. How brutal. Girl, it's a difference, and it's not to me. I told him he sounds more geechy than country, I guess, or whatever. It's more of a geechy talk, like Piglet mixed with geech. I don't know, y'all. Don't be laughing at me, BMO. You thought I'm picking now? Hey, Kalia, girl, how you doing? Y'all, Kalia just stops by to say hey. It don't say Kalia, but I know that's her. Okay. No, he's being genuine, Black Diamond. I feel like he's really being genuine because we're both similar where we both been single for 7 years. And like he's been honest with me, like he says he ain't been in a relationship in a long time, so this is gonna be new for him and da. So he's really genuine. He's really trying. It's just, it's me. I'm always the problem, and I can own that. Like I can own that I am the problem. I'm the problem. I'm probably the problem for. Well, I know I'm the problem for Mike too. I am the problem, y'all. So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm innocent. No, I am the problem. But I need a solution. Definitely need a solution. I'm glad you've been doing good, Kalia. But anywho, y'all. Woo, my life is ghetto. I live a ghetto fabulous life, y'all. It's so sad. But we supposed to be talking about dating online. Y'all got any online dating experiences that y'all had? Be more. You said you had a crazy experience. You want to tell us about it? Let me know. Let me know if you had a crazy experience, because I've never did the online dating. I'm scared. But if this don't work out, y'all might see me on Plenty of Fish. But I ain't going to Facebook dating, I tell you that. Because obviously Detroit dudes on that Facebook dating a little vicious. Yeah, you did tell us about it, BMO. What had happened? What had happened? I'm gonna drop the link just in case, but nobody ain't required to come up. I could open up the phone lines too if y'all want me to, but I ain't did that either. Give me a second. I'm trying to get my link. What Mel said, I gotta read it. I don't want to say I'm missing her comments. You don't listen to nobody and you stuck in your ways. How y'all? And then who agreed? Y'all agreed. Oh, Black, you gonna agree? Okay. Yeah, I'm the problem, y'all. And I'm not really stuck in my ways. I'm able to evolve and adapt. Right? I'm definitely adaptable. Okay. You ain't gonna tell us today. It's all right. You said I met my ex on the chat line and we was together for about 18 years. Yeah, you said that, twin. Ain't no way. I don't know. The chat lines definitely scared me. And like the chat lines, but not be funny. I'll probably be better on chat line than online dating anyway, with the phone. And that's my thing. Like phone conversations intrigue me, and I'd be all locked in. And I think I need a long distance relationship, to be honest. I think I need something where the guy stay far, far away. We talking, doing whatever we do on our phones, and then we see each other once a month or once every other month or something. And maybe that's what I need. I don't know. I have no idea, y'all, but I'm gonna work through my grievances. I'm gonna work through my little crazy. And so because I do have a date Saturday, I won't be back live probably until Monday, to be honest. Because my Sunday is full. And I want to tell my testimony. I just ain't had time to get it together. Say get on your own. I know. My mind. It's my brain. If my brain would stop telling me, no, don't do it. You don't like this person. You can't do that. It's my brain, y'all. I'm starting to think I belong over there with Shatoria in the tent. I'm starting to think I'm a little crazy. Hello, Miss Kathy. Ain't seen you in a while. Welcome. That's my current situation. He leaves he lives 2.5 hours. Yes. And I'm not talking about I'm talking about flight worthy, not drive worthy. I need somebody where we can fly in and out. Like just in case I need somebody a little farther than 2.5 hours away. But this guy stayed 2 streets behind me. He can be peeping in my window right now for all I know. Which I did have something like that years ago, y'all. Now let me tell y'all about this. I met this guy. I was working at Waffle House. Noodles was a baby, so had to be 15 years ago. And we was talking on the phone, everything good. He was coming to my job to see me. Yeah, why was this man literally my neighbor? Literally, he stayed in apartments right next to me. He had been watching me through his window. Creepy, scary stuff. The whole time he was pretending to be Jamaican. Nigga wasn't even Jamaican. I don't know, but the whole time he was my neighbor and he was watching me. Let me see. I'll come up and tell a quick story. Give me a say, okay, Mel. I never dated / met anyone online. My friend did, and it was even and it wasn't even the guy from the pig. See, that's my reason, Black Diamond. You're not gonna catfish me. No, it's bad enough we get hatfished out here every day because we'll see a fine man with his hat on. Then he take his hat off, his hairline receding, his head shaped like a light bulb. I'm getting hatfished. Catfish gonna have you drowning in some water. You're not supposed to have me thinking I'm talking to the finest man alive, and then you walk up being a little turkey. Or you walk up, no, not doing that. And so you get tricked. You definitely get tricked doing stuff like that. And I ain't in the tricking business. No way, shape, form, fashion, none of that. And BMO, don't come for me. This is the same cigarette, okay? It just went out. Same cigarette. And then I got me some bud. Well, he got me some bud, and that's something else. Like, he doesn't smoke. And so I always luck up because every guy that I basically ever talked to don't really smoke. Definitely the weed or whatever. But they don't mind that I do. And so that's a plus because it's definitely hard to get a man that's attracted to a woman that's a smoker. You know what I'm saying? And all that. So, yeah, keep rolling your eyes, BMO. It's okay. Just give me a kiss behind it. But it's the same cigarette, okay? It's the same one. Don't come for you, girl. Don't come. I'm going to get your song loaded back up in my StreamYard. I got to clean my StreamYard out. I got about 4 games in there. Got a bunch of stuff going on that I didn't complete or whatever. But let me find that link and pin it. So when Mel try to come up. I ain't got to redrop it. But thank y'all for being here with me. And I had also, what was the girl name? It was a Lifetime movie that came out a couple of weeks ago. It was called The Monica White Story. And it was about an online dating situation. It was this guy that she met on, well, she had been single long. Her son had turned 18 or 19 or something. And oh Lord. I'm trying to turn my volume down. But her son and her best friend suggested, hey, maybe you should try dating online. So she does. And she meets this guy. Seems like a great guy. He's a little younger than her, but he seemed like a great guy. Come to find out, he had done unalived 2 women. They started calling him the grocery cart. I think it was the grocery cart iller or whatever. But he would take these girls out. Well, he would meet them at bars and stuff, take them to hotel rooms, and then in the moment of intimacy, he'll start strangling them and unaliving them. Now, she lived to tell her story. She was the one that sort of helped break the case for him. Y'all, we have a guest coming up. I'm going to add my girl, Contagious Gardening, to the stage. You seen the movie, Miss Kathy? It was good. Y'all know I'm a Lifetime girl. Oh, Lord, I hope me adding her didn't do nothing crazy. Mel, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Can you
Okay,
hear me?
cool. Yes, ma'am.
All right, we in the game. Girl, who you met online that was dangerous, girl?
Okay. Well, I won't say he was dangerous, but I was totally catfished. I was 100% catfished. Like, I talked to the dude online. This is when I first moved to, well, I was in Atlanta, so I didn't really know anybody. So, of course, I wanted to get out or whatever, has a company, whatever. Okay, so we talked on the phone a couple of times, and then I agreed to let him come over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he comes over in the Uber, which is already strike one, because why don't you have a car? So he came over in the Uber. It was a whole toothless dude. Like, he was missing.
I can't talk about nobody's teeth, so I'm
No. But okay, so if I knew from the beginning he was toothless, that's one thing. But he was not the person in the picture, is what I'm saying. Keep that in mind. He was not the person in the picture. He was thinner. He was skinny. He was like just not the dude in the picture. He just was not the dude in the picture. But I lived out like in Smyrna, so it's like it was no way for him to leave. So of course he had to stay. Damn.
No,
okay,
he could have got back in that Uber.
No, he didn't. We ain't even got to the point where he was broke. So he came in. he was broke. He was a bum. Like, he had on, I can't even remember. It was so long ago. But he was not like, he didn't dress to impress. You know what I'm saying? He was not the person in the picture. He was not the person in the picture. He was not the person that I spoke to on the phone. I don't even believe he was the person I spoke to on the phone. I don't know. So then he come in. So I'm okay. So he over there, and I'm like, I'm a pretty nice person. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I mean, excuse my language, puppet. Okay, so we chit chatting and kicking it, whatever, like whatever. Came, but I had to go to work the next morning, so I already had my plan set in my head. Like, so when I take my Uber to work, he gonna get it in there with me, and I'll never see him again. But okay, so while we over there, he decided he want to cook. So I had some little groceries in there, whatever. And I was, I'm humoring the situation at this point. Like, okay, go on in there and cook. So why this dude go in there and cook and use the whole bag of rice? Like, I can't remember what all he was cooking, but why it ain't but 2 of us. Why in the hell would you cook the whole bag of rice? So that pissed, boy, like that was like one of my last, like, I got a couple of encounters, but I think that was the last time I online dated. And I know that was probably like, I want to say 2015, 16, something like that. Maybe 2017. Yeah. And then it was no more online because that was the last hoorah right there. What's up, Bacon? But yeah. Yeah, that was the trip. That was the trip right there. So yeah. Catfishing
Girl,
is real.
like I seen Twin say he would have been walking his ass home. He would have been walking his ass home. First of all, you gonna play with my groceries. You know, food high, rice even high. Rice don't even cost like what it used to cost in the 90s. You're not gonna play with my groceries, and you gonna have to, like, granted, like my teeth and all that, but you can't. You got out. I would, if I would have known. I'm like you. If you would have, I would have seen an accurate picture. I could have accurately determined that I might not want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, catfish
Exactly.
is crazy, man. But he would have been walking his ass home. He would have been getting in no Uber with me.
I don't even.
How you found out he was broke?
Because he didn't have no Uber to get back home.
So when he was moving in, he thought he was moving in or something?
I don't know. I don't know what it was. No, he wasn't moving in. Absolutely not. But I don't even know. I don't know what he thought. I don't know why he thought that even after I saw him in real life that it would be cool. Like, so I don't know. I really don't know what he was thinking, but catfishing is real. I wish I had a picture or something, or even an example to show you. No, he wasn't old. He wasn't old. He wasn't old. But he just was not the dude in the picture. Like, he was thinner. The teeth thing. He didn't have no fresh haircut. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he came over with flip-flops and socks, if I remember correctly, or some mess like that. It's like he was a total catfish. He was a total catfish.
I'm with Black Diamond. He had intentions to stay for good. He thought he was going to come over. You know, them homeless guys think they got the good. Well, they'll put that thing on you to try to flip your mind to be like, don't go nowhere. And I think he was going to try to give you some of that stigmatization and think he could stay. Because how you going to come way to Smyrna? And I know Smyrna way farther than from Atlanta. And not even have a way back home.
I was in Vinings. I was out there in Vinings. And I don't know, but he probably did. He thought he was gonna get some, but he didn't get none. He absolutely thought he was gonna get some, but he didn't. And then he messed up my rice. I was so mad. I couldn't wait to go to work that next morning. Like, get out. Good Lord.
See, you better than me. He would have got put out. I'm with Twin. I don't care how you going, how you got here, how you get home. You won't be inside of this house. You can sleep on my porch. You can walk to my neighbor house. You can find the bus. I don't know. But you're going to get up out of here after you done catfish me. Because he wouldn't even made it inside. When I would have opened that door and you was not who I seen, he wouldn't have got in my house, friend.
Yeah.
Ain't no way he would have came in my house.
I don't know. I'm glad he wasn't dangerous though. But he was smaller than me, so I would have taken him out. He wouldn't have had a chance. I would have. Yeah, he would have been out of there. Because like you said, he was in my house.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm comfortable, like, not just on the first date or whatever. We done had some dates and stuff. I'm comfortable letting you come over to my home. I'm not comfortable going to your home, going to your homeboy house. None of that stuff. No, take me on a real date outside somewhere. A couple of few times, have good conversation. You can come to my home. I know how I can defend myself in my home. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how I can defend myself in your home with whatever you got going on. I don't want to go there. Like, to be honest, my ex and Mike is about the only two guys' houses I've been to in the last 15 years. Mama, you woke up every day. Girl, we need to keep this stream, girl.
No, it was your live stream.
Right.
Look, it was your live stream. It would have been reused content or some craziness. My bad. I'm trying to look at the other chat. That was a Phoenix story.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, we safe then. We safe. But yeah, I had got a cop. No, I ain't getting no copyright. I did on one of them, and I had to hurry up and put some change the background music, and that's the one I hate. But I got the most views on that particular one. But anywho, but yes, y'all,
Well,
we talking about online dating and the dangers, and Mel was in danger, y'all. She had a toothless bandit come to her house, fuck up her rice with flip flops on, no way home. Y'all, it's crazy out here, so you got to be careful. You
okay,
got
so
to be more careful.
I got one more story, and then I'm gonna drop on down. So this one, I think I met him in like 2010, and I met him on Tagged. And
Never been on
cool dude. Like we'll go out, you know, do a couple of things, you know, just go get them, you know, we'll just hang out, so to speak. So we did this for, oh Lord, we did this up until I met Bobby, for the most part. Up until I met Bobby, when I moved back to Macon, all the time I was in Atlanta. So from 2010 to 2018, we had been dealing with each other on and off, because he actually lived in Florida, but when he comes to Atlanta, we'll hook up or whatever. Okay. So this one particular time, we had hung out, went and got some wings, went and got the room, did our look, you know, whatever. It was around Mother's Day or whatever. So he saw me, say this was like May 8th, and Mother's Day was May 10th. So he saw me May 8th and had to go on back to Florida. And I was like, okay, well, I understand, whatever. You live in Florida, whatever. Okay. So during that time, I look on Facebook. I'm just scrolling through Facebook, and I see his name tagged with this other name. So, of course, I click. It was a female name. So, of course, I click on it. And I see, okay, so let me do a backstory. Let me go back a little bit. At that time, I was married, but I was separated. Like, my husband lived in Florida. That's the abusive one. We parted ways in 2000, whatever, long time ago, 2008. Yeah, I left him in 2008. So we up in 2010. So I'm still married. So he tells me he's married, but I'm thinking he married the same way I'm married. Like not married, not together, married.
Separated and ain't in no communication. We just never got a divorce and moved.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. So now when I click this name on Facebook, I see that they got a whole 15th anniversary photo shoot. So y'all done picked out these clothes. Y'all got the 15 the balloons with the 1 and the 5, and y'all posing. Then it's like they went on like a spa day. Like she posting all of this, and I'm seeing all these pictures, and I'm like, this joker here. They look at this.
So that was a catfish too.
Yeah, it was basically a catfish too. So I was mad. So I sent all the messages. This had to be like 2016 by when I saw this. So that we had been dealing with each other for 5 years before I saw this. So I'm mad. Like I am mad. So I send a text thread. I click on her name. I'm sending all I'm like, your husband, we've been doing this. This was the time, and I'm gonna be transparent and open. This was the time I was in prison. So he was sending me money in prison. We were communicating then. Like he was a good dude. Like I just, you know what I'm saying? For what we had, because it wasn't never like a relationship. But we always had good chemistry when we saw each other. Long conversations, like you said, stimulate the brain, have fun, laugh, all that good stuff. So it was what it was, because I wasn't really looking for a man, but I also then wasn't looking for a married man. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Like you were really involved with, huh?
I said, of course, I feel you. Anybody looking for
yeah. For so he tricked the mess out of me, like with that one. So I sent all the messages to the wife. And I think somehow she called me. I think she called me on Messenger. And he in the background talking about acting like he's like my life coach or something. I'm just helping her out. as if I was like he a psychiatrist and I needed a therapist or
You
something.
just got out of
Like,
jail and stuff. Nah, she was
yeah,
in
like
jail.
I'm just helping her, like. So and she fell for it.
And y'all know I don't say that word too tough.
But then that's always been my logo until I met Bobby. I always say that, like, they ain't shit but hoes and tricks, and that was just another proven case of that. So, so I told the wife, she didn't take any kind of repercussion, like he didn't get any repercussions for it. Blah 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 blah. So to say that was 2016. So maybe he let the smoke die down from that. I done had to snitch on him twice. So then, because at this point, I just felt like she didn't even care. Like, you didn't do that to him the first time. He gonna keep doing it, and like whatever. I was single. I was, I just had the same mindset as I did when I met Bobby. So I was just like, bump it. I don't care. But yeah, so that's really 2 catfishes. I probably got about 2 more stories, but I save them for another day when I can. I don't do online dating. I don't want to online date no more. I don't trust. I want to meet you in person. And like you said, I want to feel your vibe. I want to look at you and make sure you're real. I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to do that.
Y'all have definitely, by these 2 stories I just heard, you have definitely solidified one reason why I don't do online dating, and a reason why I would now know I won't even attempt to do online dating, because I'm not dealing with nobody, no real catfish where I thought you look one way and you pop up a whole different person, and I'm definitely not doing a married man. So those are 2 reasons for me to, in this dating season, to stay off the freaking internet trying to look for love. Not doing it. And it ain't even love I'm looking for, but any intimacy or anything. I don't want it.
Well, I'm gonna drop on down.
Your online dating story.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, I got lots of stories. All right, see you later. Talk to you later.
Save some for after dark.
Right. All right. Hey, good night, girl.
Are you going live tonight?
No, I might do it tomorrow. No, probably tomorrow night.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna drop.
When you get back in the chat, drop your link.
All right.
Thank you. Well, y'all heard it from Miss Contagious Gardner herself. Dating online is dangerous. Please don't do it. You never know what you're gonna encounter. Meet your person outside. Meet your person anywhere but online, y'all. It's dangerous out here for y'all. And definitely, like, she's telling stories from 2010, 16. It's 2026. We have upped the ante. We now have AI that has evolved into a big old thing. So we don't know who we meeting on these apps, y'all. We don't know if they not coming and talking from the mouth to the face, and you can reach out and touch them and lay hands. I would not suggest online dating, but I know of some successful online dating situations. Like, let's go back to my ex. My ex, before he got with me, the ex he had met on blackpeoplemeet.com or Black Planet, one of them 2. And they were together for 7 or 8 years. And something happened, they broke up or whatever. And that's when I came into play. We only stayed together about 1.5 years, close to 2 years. And when we broke up, I think he tried to date a couple of men, work out, but he got back with her, and now they have different years now, maybe 5 or whatever. And but it was dangerous. I remember him telling me that when they met, he lived in Farmington Hills. No, I'm sorry. He lived in Ann Arbor, and she lived in Detroit. And they wanted to find somewhere, I guess she didn't want to move to Ann Arbor. He didn't want to move to Detroit. So they found Farmington Hills. But when he did that, he had a home that he was buying his home over there, owned his home over there. She ended up, because she wanted him to move into her house before they moved to Farmington Hills. She set his house on fire. She committed arson, which I'm not gonna say she did it herself, but she had someone set his house on fire, so he can get. And she didn't reveal it to him until later on, like a couple of years down the line, that she was the one who his house set on fire. So obviously she had some mental stuff going on, but don't trust these online dating situations, y'all. They tough, you know. Like I said, meet your person. If you have your person and you have anybody that is meeting your requirements, or most of them, the 80-20 rule, if they're meeting 80% of those requirements, stay with them. The dating scene is trash. I cannot continue to express how trash it is. If you want to date in our race, African American, most of our men are already married. The other half are not into women, and the other percentage are locked up. Now, if you're looking for a love after lockup situation, by all means, go for it. On my Facebook page is a few groups that's been popping up in my algorithm about pen pals from prison. Now, I'm not signing up for it. I think that's just as close as online dating as well as anything else. Like, these guys in prison that are showing their bodies and whatever they got going on and saying, hey, I'm looking for a pen pal, and they put in whatever jail they in, and they little cell, whatever number they got that you can mail them stuff. And I know it's women out there chasing for them, because I had an aunt. My aunt loved the jail dudes. Every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, whenever it was visitation, she going somewhere. She got to go visit some dude in jail. And then she would, you know, get with these guys. It's very dangerous. Yes, that's dangerous. But I'm going to tell this story. Like, granted, my aunt did not meet this guy online. She met him in prison, I guess. Like, one of her baby daddies used to be in jail a lot or something. So she went to go visit him, and somehow she seen another prison dude that, she liked. They communicated. He got paroled to some halfway house up there in Atlanta. She left our hometown and decided to move to Atlanta with this guy. And at this time, she had a 15-year-old daughter, 14-year-old daughter, and a 6-year-old daughter. Now, she left her 15-year-old daughter in our hometown. I was living in Atlanta then. And so, she moved up there close to me, and I'm hanging out. My auntie's only like maybe 10, 11 years older than me. All my aunties young, y'all. Well, was fit in with my generation or a little above. But she moved up here, leave her everything and moves up there to Atlanta, Georgia, living her best life for about maybe 3-4 weeks, I'll say. It wasn't that long, but my little cousin, the 14-year-old, she called me one day, and she was like, I got to tell you something, and if she's 14, I'm probably only 21 or maybe 22, but I had my own home on Glenwood, y'all. Yes, I had a house on Glenwood in Atlanta. Had a house on Glenwood, and it was a 2-bedroom house, 1 bath, but it's just me. I don't have kids yet, living my best life. Well, when my cousin calls me, she's my first cousin, she tell me, she's like, I want to tell you something. She's like, I went to a party last night, and she was like, I want to be honest, I was smoking weed at this party. Now, mind you, my cousin's 14. So she was smoking weed at this party, but her mom sent the guy to come pick her up. The guy that's fresh out of the halfway house, out of jail for how many, whatever his crimes was, not sure. But as he picks my cousin up, on the ride home, he's making advances towards her, telling her about how he had dreams about her and trying to touch on her leg. This is what she tells me herself. So immediately after I get off the phone with my cousin, I called my auntie and was like, and told her what was going on, and you need to come to my house. Y'all can come over here. You need to get away from that man. But my aunt did come to my house with the 2 girls only for like a day or 2. But she went back there to that man with the girls. And that didn't sit right with me. But eventually, maybe a month later, she moved back to our hometown. It didn't last that long. But she met a guy. in prison. He gets released. Y'all cohabitate. You have three young girls, only 2 living with you at that time, but you put them at risk of almost being molested or something happening to them for a man. And that's something I'll never sacrifice for. And so going back to my situation where Noodle said she felt uncomfortable, even though he didn't do nothing wrong to her, he was quiet. I don't know. She ain't gonna say she felt uncomfortable. She got a bad vibe. She swears you're any Dorita like her mama, which she might be. But I don't get a bad vibe from this guy. I don't think he will ever hurt her, hurt me, but you never know the intentions of someone. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna, keep my eye out, keep watching and seeing what happened with that situation after I be honest. But y'all be careful. If you're lonely, find something else to do. If and find your person outside. I know sometimes as we get older and we get more set in our ways and we're just home and we're bored and online is accessible to us, we get to doing stuff. Well, I'm just saying we as a people, not me personally, but you get to doing stuff on your phone and you run into some stuff that you didn't intend to run into. So as y'all are out here finagling these internet streets, as we know of some stories here on YouTube that people, because I see YouTube as online dating. Like if I start talking to a guy from here off of YouTube, this was an online dating situation. But we've known a few stories out here where things didn't go well with someone they met online. So y'all just be careful out here. Y'all be careful. But we have been here 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 37 seconds. And I appreciate you. I think we're going to be getting ready to get out of here in just a moment. And I appreciate y'all. So let's do a little rundown on what I got going on and how I'm going to try to better service my YouTube channel and my traffic jammers. Definitely my loyal ones. I appreciate y'all so much. You say you be careful because you could have a stalker after you tell. That's true too, Warrior. I received that wholeheartedly. I am aware. I am gonna, of course, be cautious and all that. I don't see that from this individual, but you never know the intentions. You never know what somebody planned. You never know how rejection affects someone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely taking heed to that and will be, very careful. I definitely I received that from the bottom of my heart. I received that. And that's why as it only has been 2 weeks, I have to open up and be honest now. Before, because the movie Plug Love, I continue to tell y'all about. I hope y'all, if y'all ain't seen it, go on Tubi and watch it. It's gonna start out about the first 5-10 minutes a little slow, but it picks up. The plot is great, and that's what kind of situation I can end up in if I am not honest. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want that for me. I have a daughter to raise that I want to see grow up and get the fruits of my labor and see what type of woman she turns into. I want to be here, and I'm not trying to play on nobody's heart or nothing. I just know where my heart is and what I want for myself. And so I'm going to be honest about what I need and what I got to do for me. And so, but I definitely received that, Warrior. But back to what we got going on here. I'm trying to, my phone, I finally today, because my phone wouldn't charge, it won't do nothing where I can even get content. So I'm gonna set a plan because I gotta get me another phone. I got a plan. I got 2 here, got a couple more on. None of them ain't doing what I need them to do. So I gotta find a better way to get content out to y'all because I want to continue my sound on the town. I think that was a great idea. I want to y'all know my brain always creating something. So I want to sort of start doing open reality because I am a reality TV junkie, and my favorite show, one of my favorite shows, reality show, is coming out, coming back on TV, which is Real Housewives of Atlanta. And this time we got K Michelle on the cast, and like Potomac just went off, which is also my second favorite one. And I want to start doing some online like live reviews on those, but I know most of you all don't venture off of YouTube. So I hopefully, but by me doing that, I'll gain some people that do venture off of YouTube. But I want to start doing open reality, just a segment where I come out and review the content that I seen and stuff. So I have that coming. It's being that I'm not able to make videos, I got to find other ways to be interactive on live streams to get things coming. So that's exactly what I'm, I've been working behind the scenes. I seen me for y'all. I'm sorry, but I still want to do sound on the town. And as you all know, so I still want to do my shorts for my open inspirational listens. I decided because I have another channel that I had been that I'm going to create, and me and it is. I named it The Weight Game. And so I'm going to start dropping when I get back to doing my game, Instacart applies to The Weight Game in a way. So I'm going to have, basically 3 channels, and I'm trying to get in a system where I can be on all 3 of my channels and doing what I got to do. And I've been asking God to help me set me up for this. And that's why I was excited about my new relationship, because that's going to bring an ease to me where I don't have to Instacart as much. I can do XYZ and I can be better on YouTube. And then eventually the money from Instacart will be made up in my YouTube channel. And I hadn't gotten there yet, but I'm going to figure it all out. But I'm going to have eventually 3 different channels because I noticed this channel it's messed up, y'all. This channel been messed up since I've changed the name 2 or 3 times. I've changed algorithms. They compete with this channel. So I work into my freshly baked channels because I know what to do now. They work quickly. I am on them. So when I get my devices in line, but I'm 5 days a week. I'm trying to find different segments like I did last time. We're going to stick with my open love discussions. Don't know what topic it is going to be for next week yet, but I'm going to definitely stick with open love discussions and add something for the other days. So we can get out here, because I enjoy y'all, and I want some more traffic jammers. Because granted, I'm not a people person in real life, but I love internet people. I think it's because we all might be I think we all got something going on up there, y'all. So we all connect. But I'm looking for more traffic jammers, and I found spaces that I want to network in. Like I've been over there with Carlos, not Carlos. This is the one with the OS, King. He has a reality TV show here called on YouTube. It's called The Reality with the King, and he reviews all of the. He actually he's a producer for him too. So I'm going to start networking over there because he does things that I want to aspire to do. I'll put it like that. I'm doing a little bit of what he already doing, but he's doing what I aspire to do. So I'm definitely going to be networking in spaces that fit my brand instead of being in spaces where it be mess going on, which I don't be in them anyway. I just be watching, y'all. Yeah, I've been seeing some little dramas everywhere, but it ain't my business, y'all. It ain't my business. But I've been in people drama. But I thank y'all for being here, rocking out with me as we did talk about the dangers of dating online. We talked about Jakayla, and I cannot say Daniil. Jakayla and Daniil. So if you missed the beginning, go watch the couple of news clips and the small commentary I did on that before I got into my own personal life. If you do make it to the end of this live and you have any advice for Ms. Open, you can leave those in the comments. I like criticism, whether it's constructive or, not so great for me. But I take all advice to heart and heed, and I listen and I receive. So, but I thank y'all. So I have my standard outro song that will be playing as we do in the night at Opinionated Productions, where we will soon be bringing stories to life. And remember, I am your sweet host, Miss Open, and I'm always open in mind, heart, and spirit. So anytime you see in my traffic jammer, pull up, come in, and status in your vibe. But I thank you all so much. You all have a nice.
Hey, yeah. Before you go, let me say to the traffic jammers rocking with me every time, showing love in the comments, sharing space and light. You turn these moments into something real, and I appreciate the way you feel. You ride the journey, you support the vision. Every click, every share is a clear decision. So we've been here from the start and knew this thank you is for you. If it made you smile, if it made you think, if it hit your spirit quicker than a blink, go on and like it, yeah, subscribe to Opinionated Productions. Got stories for you. If the vibe feels right and the truth shines through, tap in, stay connected. We're building with you. And if you're just finding your way to the channel, welcome to a space that's open and intentional. Every story matters, every voice counts. We rise together, that's what this about. No pressure, just love in the atmosphere. Community growing stronger every year. If you feel at home, then you already know this is where the real ones go. Yeah, like it, love it, subscribe today. Opinionated Productions, leading the way. Traffic jammers, thank you for the ride. Your energy keeps this alive. I miss Open.